you find the right opportunity at the right time. And if you built your business as if your life was hanging in the balance for 90 days with an all out effort, you could set yourself up financially for the rest of your life. I took that to heart. And I didn't need to pretend that my life was hanging in the balance. I had three young children at that time, married to my lovely wife, Cheryl, and way behind in all my bills. Look, I'm a poor kid from Oklahoma. I was born in a house with a dirt floor. And honestly, this is the God's truth, true story. My mother told me the doctor came about 15 miles away to deliver me, and they traded three chickens to the doctor for him helping my mother deliver me. So I grew up extremely poor and just tough. And listen, I lived half of my life probably with more embarrassing moments because there wasn't enough money that I was just determined somehow in life. And I think it was God inspired, honestly, that maybe I'd found the right thing, and I wanted desperately for my children to not experience the life that I had growing up. So Bill and Cynthia sent me some pain patches. They were sitting on my dining room table for probably a couple of days. I don't know if any of you have ever experienced migraine headaches. I think some of mine was stress probably. And that particular day, I just had an excruciating headache. And the kind of migraines that I get, I mean, listen, Advil, aspirin, Tylenol, nothing seems to help. So I grabbed one of the freedom patches out of there and just basically out of frustration, probably even anger, just slapped it right in the middle of my forehead. That's how bad my headache was. And less than 3 minutes' time, my headache was completely gone. And I thought, wow, could that be coincidental? Well, actually, I know better. I mean, I've fought these migraines now for probably the last couple of years. Never was trouble with them earlier in my life, but all of a sudden now I'm getting migraine headaches. So I put the patch on, the freedom patch on, and that headache was gone in a matter of a few minutes. And it did open my eyes some for sure. Still wasn't determined that I would do this, but I have a son that's a chiropractor. He's a chiropractor with a bad back. He's a young man that spent big part of his life when he could almost started walking. He was a world class snowboarder doing all those half pipe trips and or tricks and he's had a lot of bad accidents, hurt his back, hurt his elbow, and that type of thing. He came to visit me. He lives about an hour and a half away. It was the next day after I'd tried the patch on my forehead that got rid of my headache. And his back was hurting him. And I said, son, would you give this a try? And I put it on his back. And in a matter of minutes, he said, Dad, what is this? Honestly, I couldn't really answer him. I mean, I knew essentially what it was. It was unique technology. I knew that. I knew that it gave me some relief. And I jokingly said it's my voodoo patch. And he said, well, whatever it is, my back quit hurting almost instantly. And now I thought, wow, what I have my hands on? Well, he went to bed early that night. He spent the weekend here with us and went to bed early that night, woke up the next morning and asked for another patch. And I said, is your back still hurting? He said, no, I slept really good all night. I still got that patch on. My back isn't hurting at all, but my elbow's killing me. So he took a pain patch, a freedom patch, put it just above his elbow in a matter of minutes again. He goes, Dad, what in the world is this? And I said, well, son, I'm trying to evaluate this as a business. And he said, well, you probably shouldn't miss this one. He said, I've never seen anything like that. Chiropractors are pretty intelligent people and they see a lot of things. He said, I don't know what it is, but he said, it definitely takes the pain away. Well, I've since experienced quite a bit of other results from other friends of mine, same type of thing where Cynthia's right. I mean, most cases it works almost instantly, and it's a whole lot more than just freedom pain patches, as you all know. And so, I decided I probably shouldn't keep quiet about this. I think I can put a patch on somebody, have them get a result, and look at me and say, "What is this, and how can I get it?" And I'll show them how to get it. So it's going to be a little different build than the things that I've been used to. I'm not going to change some of the things I've learned, but this one's going to be, I believe, a little easier than the other four. And I'm looking forward to just building a great big business. And I'll share this with all of you here. I'm talking to myself and just letting you listen in. People ask me many times, how was I so successful? How did the organizations get so big? And I've stumbled around with an answer many times. I mean, I've had great people like those on the call with me here tonight. And I'm searching for reasons. Why was I successful? Well, it certainly didn't hurt to be mentored by Mr. Jim Rohn and learn some things, but I worked real hard, but it's because they taught me some things that I just didn't know. And I did get involved in self-development and read a lot of books, went to a lot of meetings and studied at the feet of some very, very influential people. But I know that the one thing, if I could say why I was successful, it's not because of all the things I just said. More than anything else, it was my timing. It was my timing. All four times I arrived with the company at the right time when it was young and the world didn't know about it. It was a unique product. So our timing here, it could not be better. We're at the right place at the right time. We got the right support system. Definitely got, I believe, the right owner. The products speak louder than you and I ever could. And like I said, I'm talking to myself and just letting you listen in. But here's probably, I don't remember where I learned this. Maybe I originated. I don't know. But I've always told the people in my organization that we don't fail in life because we don't know what to do. We fail when we refuse to do the very things that we already know that we need to do. We know what we need to do in our industry. We need to talk to people. You can't build these without talking to people. So, let's just don't get caught doing less than we can do. We're professional visitors. Let's visit with people. Let's slap a patch on them, show them how to get it. And we're going to be wildly successful